Little bow.
Oh, man. He was not aware of his team's level 1 strategy. The coach comes out and handshakes, then you invade red.
Honestly, coaching is really easy in the LCS. You don't have to do much except for the end handshake there. All right.
You did it wrong. Let us know how you guys think this game is going to go. Tweet hashtag CSTWin or hashtag CLGWin, even though they can't handshake at LOL eSports. And we will update the fan vote once we are on the Rift.
All right. The other thing I really like to watch early in any game with Sion is where they're going to have Zion.
Guys, it does take a village to feed an AD carry. Aftermove credits the whole team with allowing Doublelift to be all that he can be.
Peter, when he was playing in the past, I don't think he had the right people around him to succeed. He would always take it upon himself to carry the game because, you know, everyone's looking to him to do well. You know, this guy's our best player. He's got to do well all the time. So I felt like that was a lot of stress on him and didn't help him play as best as he could. Just because, you know, if you're relying on one person in a team game, it's gonna not bode well. So most of the time that the teams that succeed are all cohesion at an all-time high, you know, they trust each other and everyone's there at the same time. But this year, now that we have our roster that I helped pick with Scara, it's definitely much easier for Peter to excel. And he doesn't have to rely on solely his skill. He can just, you know, outthink the opponent with our rotations, macro play, and stuff like that.
Yeah, just all these lanes fairly hard to gank. Now, they do have Chris's flash time. It's still down for 30 seconds. There's the slow, there's the knock. He cannot flash away, so is the CC good enough? Chris pops ulti, but he's stuck in Cataclysm, jumps to a caster minion, still running, jumps to a melee. Chris dodges a Zion Spartan, ultimately gets slowed. In comes Impaler, the counter gank means first blood. Now Zion Spartan forced to run. He does have flash, does he need to use it? He does. Beautiful play by Chris, and an even better counter gank by Impaler.
On the bottom side of the map, able to come over for the first blood. Pretty big opening here for Coast, and we said a lot of emphasis is going to be put on that early game for them. They've been focusing much more.
Oh, speaking of focusing, though, a lot of stuns. Got focused on the Mash, but he's able to hop in. Great flash by Afro, but Mash does get away. Pops the Thresh back in, hooks an Afro move. Coast start the game 2-0.
Defend the turret at least.
Okay. And so turret stays alive. Rex, the ult down doesn't mean too much. Chris now under an enemy turret, but he's got no one to kill him. Teleport comes in from Sion, though. No aggro. Ulted under the turret, though. Captain's doing a lot, and yeah, he's got nowhere to go. Pull turret aggro. Nice, I guess, gank.
Yeah, I mean, there are no minions around. His flash was down from the last time he was able to escape. So good job of CLG capitalizing.
Oh, hold on, though. Link already burned his hop. He burned his flash as well to get away. Does escape, and Afro's going to hold the lane for a bit.
Let's see what they can do with this teleport advantage here for Team Coast. Because Dragon is down. Oh,
that was nice. Doublelift does not have flash. He goes down right away. Mash gets his second kill of the game, and that's going to be a blue buff steal on top of it.
And there's the drawback of these AD carries that do not have their own built-in dash. If you do not have Afromo near you, you do not have your black shield to rely on.
Coast take this time to get control over the northern jungle. You're seeing a couple of wards down. Now they own the north side rotations.
Ooh, Spear barely missing.
Oh, there's a flash engage. The Doublelift forced to flash away. Chris gets on him, and there's the first kill pick back into the knockup, though, as Zion and everyone else comes on in. Coast, though, looked like they are forced to retreat away. Mash pulls Sheep to safety. Just the 1-for-0. Link, though, still on the chase. He's going to give it up.
We were wondering about from Coast. Very good job there using the flank to pull it off that time.
Oh, wow, the flash engage. Afro exhausts, then binds Mash. In comes Link. Down he goes. Doublelift not able to secure the kill for himself. Only 0-2 on himself.
Chip down fairly slowly. Chris, though, the Aurelia, the pressure here from Trinity Force Aurelia is
gotta be careful, though.
Top.
The team's coming up.
Let's see how Link is able to do.
Knock up Javelin. Link. Oh, the Q! Chris gets away from the leap. Link can try again. Lands another spear. Good stun by Chris. He's
coming in.
Save that. The binding will miss, though. Ulti gets popped. Chris does not have flash. This stun's going to land. The kill's going to Link. What did Coast do in the meantime?
Not much. They got some free farm on Kalista, but it's a fairly far pushed wave. So CLG do not sacrifice anything for committing everyone up top. Pretty much going to... Uh-oh,
there's only two of them. Sion charges in and breaks the line. Doublelift is not going to go down to Jess's. Impaler tries, gets exhausted, gets the Q just barely, and somehow Justice didn't die. I have no idea how that happened, but he managed to survive with a flash.
Go to the tunnel.
Impaler, wrong side of this one, trying to kite away from Link. Yeah, doesn't go for the tunnel, doesn't get out. Just the 1-for-1 on the backside of that.
Played around the map right now, and just retaining control of Dragon side. Rek'Sai makes a team really, really scared to try and sneak a Baron. Not only because you get that global scream and you just wonder where on the map is Rek'Sai, but also because of the sonar.
Oh,
Jez
man.
gets hit.
What a great binding. CLG found exactly what they needed. Coast, they can look for the steal, but they certainly can't look to fight this.
Just like that, everything crumbles for Coast. All that work they put into, spending all their oh, they're going for the steal again. Let's see if he gets it this time.
Nope.
And it back out.
Doesn't even take the lantern.
Doesn't need a little bit of extra CS.
Oh, knock up the flash engage on a Link. He flashes out, takes a black shield. Smithy in the front line, forced to flag and drag away, but the flash! Flay from Sheep pulls a kill up. Chris will not even take a stun. Zion Spartan. Nicely set up, pushed by Coast to make that one happen.
Oh.
Wow, they jump in on top of a ward. 4-man engage. Are they going to have the damage? Smithy gets the first kill, but they're trading back. Doublelift with a double kill so far. He's still alive. They're chasing back onto Chris. He's going to drop as well. What a beautiful fight by CLG despite getting engaged on.
And they'll stack up inside a brush with a ward on it. CLG actually come out ahead. We're definitely going to need to take another look at that fight because that's going to be a huge turning point. CLG with Baron, this is the poke squad. This is the squad that wants to siege up around turrets. Now that they have Baron, this is going to be a very big swing in the game. Get Chris from the side. They can get Impaler an easy avenue in. But when they're bottled up in a secondary turret side lane, CLG are just throwing out skill shots. Very easy for them to poke down Coast.
Oh, stun and double lift right before the black shield comes out, which doesn't seem to matter. CLG going to take another outer turret, or another tier 2, I should say. Bring them to about a 4th.
Smithy
hooked onto Smithy, but just not enough damage is dealt. There's no follow-up. Mash, forced retreat back, so does the front line of CLG. But now comes work onto the inhibitor turret. Down to 2/3 health. Once again, in goes Chris, looks for the back line. Will they have enough, though? Jess is joining the fight. Chris, though, with the root, goes down right away. Smithy, can he get picked off? Looks like the answer should be yes. Mash trades back. Both teams lose a front liner. Double lift goes in, not going to find the damage, though.
Ooh, they have health bar advantage, but the turret at half-life, they won't be able to finish it off too quickly here. Doublelift is going for it. Oh, they have the teleport to rely on.
Wow.
Second inhibitor turret goes down.
Nicely done by CLG and Zion Spartan. Now will they try again? Jesse gets rooted up a little bit, has to once again retreat. Another hook onto this Zion. He's so incredibly tanky, just refuses to go down to these team fights. Nash not able to rend him. Another flash hook. Just simply ults out, but Impaler catches the 2-man knockup. This could be the fight they want, but no, Sheep already drops Impaler, forced to run away. That'll be a kill for Link, double kill for the Nidalee player. Now it is a 2 versus 4, and CLG have absolute control right now. Chris up in 4 seconds, but this inhibitor will fall first.
Yeah, that's going to be double inhibitors, and CLG should retreat after this one, go spend all of the cash that they just earned for them to execute.
So for execute, they have CLG have been in complete control for the last 15 minutes of this game. They're looking at Baron attempt number 2 right here. Coast are around, but can they make anything happen out of this one? CLG will disengage, look for a fight. Zion pops ulti, Mash flashes, and gets stunned anyway. Pops his QSS to get himself out a little bit sooner, but in comes Chris, loses half his health before the fight even starts. Jess is trying to make big plays, but gets extremely exploded. Link takes him down. Now Sheep is the focus of attention. That is going to be another kill for Counter Logic Gaming. Nothing can go wrong for these guys. Coast forced to run farther and farther and farther away. Hops to the Scuttle Crab, but Link is on the chase. Hop, skip, and a jump. There's a kill. No.
Well,
Flash by Chris.
He's still Nidalee. He should be able to keep up the chase here.
Yep. Jump to a minion. Hut. Oh, no reset, though. There it is. Impaler also going to fall now. Quick work by CLG. 4 kills here. They can walk right up to the minion line, push mid in towards the Nexus itself. And there we go. Only Mash is alive versus 5 members of Counter Logic Gaming. Turret number 1 falls. Turret number 2 going to fall as well. CLG, they survive the early great plays from Coast and remain in first place after a well-controlled siege.
And I think that was actually very telling. CLG for once, not just coming straight out and crushing early on.
Yeah.
You know, don't have a lane swap to take advantage of their opponents as far as...